Hello, welcome back to the continuation of week 1, where we'll be looking at the following 6 games. And the first is the Spectres against the Flames. I think that's what they're called. I will learn the names of it. I have said that before. Looking at the Spectres, we have Sheriff Rotten, International Zin, Sprint Fingers in the running line. Oh yeah. Lil Susie Ruby, Bushy Grid, and Dog Corporation in the blocking line, and Tone Penta and Linda May Fuse in for gunning position. In the Flames, we have Becky Director, Ali Spoilers, and Tyrone Mendonca in for runners. Indecent Gary, Two-Tone Capone, and Fran Dumpty in the line. And doing the receiving is Lloyd Gadsooks and Sodney Death Blossom. Okay, let's start this game and see where it goes. The Flames are gonna start it. I guess that's the Flames, at least they're red, so they're red there. And it looks like, yep. Ali Spoilers is starting with the ball and getting stopped behind the line. Becky Director is doing a little bit better, and see if Mendonca can get a first down or not. No, that's an interception. There's a little Susie there, the Celestial, doing the interception. Something was going on there. Thrown away, and the Flames get the ball back and get sacked immediately. Not a good start there for Susie. Director, on the other hand, gets a first down after a nice run of 17 yards. Mendonca gets stopped immediately. Here is Spoilers now finally actually doing something worth the money. And Director is once again doing a good run and little gnome. Oh, that's a drow. Okay. Mendonca didn't do anything much. That halfling, and then Dog Corporation sacks the ball carrier. Here is Director again getting another first down for the Flames, and it seems like they are heading towards the end zone for some... not really. Director, what can she do? Oh, she's doing really good here. Getting down to the 5-yard line. Terry Mendonca getting stopped. That's a slow halfling. Not very... Halflings are usually good at swerving, but there is a Suddenly Death Blossom scored a touchdown. And I think there was a fumble there, but the Spectres have managed to retrieve the ball. Here is International Sin, throws it just ahead of Linda there. Sheriff Rotten throws it, and Fingers catch the ball, but it's too little too late. And Alice Spoilers threw it for 6 yards, and there's another sack by Dog Corporation. Tyrone Mendonca gets it to Becky Director again, who is sprinting for the end zone, 32 yards. Ali Spoilers right ahead again. Here is Director getting on the outside. That's a draw to look out for. Terry Mendonca now trying to get it. Well, 0 yards again. And here is Director getting nowhere. Sheriff Rotten throwing to Linda May Fuse this time, who actually catches the ball. And there is Tone Penta catching that ball in a nice way. International Sin gets stuffed behind the line. Sheriff Rotten gets 3 yards. Now they need something. Oh, there it is. Tony Penta managed, and Lloyd Gadsooks is injured by Tone Penta. Muffin Aquarius in the game. Here is Rotten. He decides to run it this time. Was it another injury there? I think so. Let's see. Are there... No, we just have one injured. No, there's 2 injuries, I think. That's a beautiful catch by Tone Penta, and he's into the end zone, and it's equalized. Fran Dumpty runs it first time and now gets injured by Linda May Fuse. And Angelo something is in the game. Angelo Rapsell? Rapscall. Oh, there's an interception. He basically got handed the ball. Ali doesn't get anywhere. Director. Does she get a better one? No, not this time. And it's a third down and still 10 when we reach halftime. Loka passes and it's deflected by Fingers. Stopped. And stopped again. Deflection. And International Sin is trying to run it but doesn't get anywhere. Ali Spoilers. Throwing the ball. It's deflected by Fuse. Director. Oh, might almost get the first down there. And they're stopped. There you have a nice throw to Penta again. Two-Tone Capone sacks the ball carrier. That must have hurt. International Sin here trying to throw the ball is not very successful. And it's another stop and Flames are added again here. Director is trying to get through. Gets completely surrounded by Spectre players. And they're stopped. Here is Rotten again. Doesn't make any headway. Not in Sin. It's drops the pass. And it's a stalemate at the center line here. Director, the draw here, gets 7 yards. Mendoka managed to get the first down. Here is Ali Spoilers. Is he going to spoil it again? Well, 3 yards. Director. Yeah. There is potential in that player. We have lost 2. That's Hostin Rublev. Gets a nice catch. And it's an interception right at the goal line. Ooh, that's gonna hurt. If they score on this drive, the Flames are gonna beat themselves over that. Here is International Sin trying to get it. But basically stumbles over a lying player. Sprint fingers. Throws the ball and the Fuse catches it. International Sin again. There is Rotten. Very, very slow. Fingers. Fumbles the ball. Two-Tone Capone catches it. And there's a sack. Here is Director. Looking to throw and managed to throw. Oh, what a catch by Rublev. Rubblefish. But he doesn't get very far. Two-Tone Capone has been injured by dog cooperation. And Becky doesn't get very far. Well placed left and Fuse gets the ball this time but is completely surrounded by Flames players. Fingers trying to run it but doesn't get very far, only 3 yards. And it's a stop again. Oh, I called it too early, but fortunately there was a stop. Becky Director, he manages, breaking through. And getting down to the 38-yard line. But not much more. Ali Spoilers. To Becky Director, who is now down at the 12-yard line. Are they gonna manage to win this game? 3 plays left. Ali Spoilers again, looking to throw, and it's deflected by Fuse. And that's the game. It's finished 1-1. And it's Dog Corporation who gets the glory in this game with 71 fine points. 3 tackles for loss, 17 tackles, and 2 sacks and 1 injury. Yeah, that'll get you. Next game in our complete mayhem is the Sharks against the Boulders. Sharks against Boulders. Doesn't Boulders sink in water? Oh, well. We have Vincent Rimshot, Manthy Chute, and Alan Bombs. which make up the running line for the Sharks. And in the defensive line, we have Glib sponsorship, Strong Ways, and Peace Goats. Receiving is this guy and Marky Mark. And for the boulders, we have Bronson Popo, Michael Angelical, Grey Bock. For runners, Turungalog, that is a fitting name, Lumpwell and Gunther Hazardu in the line. Damn, he's a good blocker. Wow. Ooh, that's going to be an amazing play when he comes up. As the runners, we have Goose Blue Light and Festering Gordo. Oh, it's rookie runners against each other here. And the cover. I wonder if they were going to cover each other. And I got a mark on the last, or a comment from one person on my last video that the game sound wasn't there. And I noticed why I turned the game sound down. So I have turned it up now. You should be able to hear the game sound. Maybe it's even a little bit too loud. Maybe I should turn it down a little bit after this. Yeah, well. We'll see what happens. No, I think my voice is higher than... We have Bronson Popo getting 2 yards. We have a injury right immediately there. This guy is injured. He wasn't that guy for very long. He was injured by Craig Brock, and Curtis Von Bollyhood is in. Here is Michael Angelic again, passing this time to Goose Blue Light, and for an 8 yard, but that's not enough. Here is Curtis Van Ball, and he gets stopped immediately. Gunther shoot, throws wild completely, and that's another stop. It's a center line battle. Oh, and the boulders managed to get a first down here. Grey Bock gets stopped behind the line. Bronson Popo, oh, he gets through, and he breaks a tackle. He going down to the 11-yard line. That's a nice 34-yard run there. And that one was caught. And he throws it backwards. And the substitute Curtis Von Bollyhood catches it for an interception. And here's Curtis again. He's made an impact on this game by coming in. Here is Manti shoot. He throws it directly back. Not directly back, but he throws it back. Bronson Popo is really getting through the Sharks line for a 19-yard run here. Michael Angelico, not very great. Bock, he went through the line as well, and here we have the opening touchdown for the Boulders. Vincent Rimshot, no. Curtis Van Ball again. Will he continue to yeah, well, he managed to get throw in. And there is a first down for the Sharks. That was a 1-yard throw. Here it is Curtis again. Throwing. No, it's deflected by Goose Blue Light. And last chance. No. And Alan Bombs by the Blackwater Sharks is injured by Bronson Popo. Strong bad malcontent is in. Instead of let's see what he can do. Well, that's a first down for the Boulders, who are in the lead of this game. Grey Bock managed to get 4 yards. Bronson Popo get 2 yards. And Angelic, can he get a first down? No, he can't. He's deflected by Curtis Von Bollyhood. Which, talking about him, here he is, speeding down the line. He's an elf. Oh. And he gets a 41-yard throw there. Or throw pass. Manti shoot. It's caught by Strong Ways, who manages to get down to the 10-yard line. And the Sharks are in position to maybe score here. And they're actually going to do it here. Vincent Rimshot gets past his receiver with a nice little hip move and manages to get into the touchdown zone. And here is Goose Bluelit catching the ball, getting down to the 40-yard line. Grey Bock completely runs straight over Strong Bad there. He wasn't very strong in that situation. Here is Michael Angelic again getting past. It seems like the Sharks defense have some trouble. There, Greybuck is running right past him again, and he's almost down at the TD zone. Bronson Popo, and it's a touchdown by Festering Gordo, which we haven't seen much of. A gnome. Curtis Van Ball throws it, and Mark catches that ball. And Curtis Van Ball, he really made an impact here since he came in. Managed to get a 31-yard pass there. Here's Vincent Rimshot, and Strongways catches the ball. Curtis Van Ball to Vincent Rimshot again, who managed to get up 24 yards. Manti shoot, he running away from Turunga Log and in, equalizing it 2-2. I don't know what happened there, but Bronson Popo did a very nice move before he gets caught. Angelic once again running straight through the defensive line of the Sharks, who is getting completely pummeled by the Boulders line. We have passed halftime, and here's Branson Popo once again. This time he drops the ball. Malcontent gets it back, and Rimshot is showing that he can run as well. 19 yards. Curtis Van Ball passing it to Mark, but it was only for a 6-yard. Manti shoot. Vincent Rimshot manages to get it through, and he fumbles the ball. Gunther Hazardus picks it up. And that's a pass to Angelique for 5 yards. Angelique passes now, and it's to Festering Gordo. Now it's Greybuck's turn, and once again he runs straight through the line. He would have gotten further if he just kept running forward, but he decided to go to the side. Angelique, what can he do? Oh, he tries to get past the line, but he gets stopped from behind. Vincent Rimshot doesn't get any further. Curtis throws to Marty Shoot, who somehow gets past. And he's running away from the whole team here chasing him. And managed to get 39 yards off that pass. Branson Popo did not deflected that ball. Here is Rimshot. And Turugalog is injured by Glib sponsorship. And there's a turnover. There's a lot of things happening here at the same time. The whole team was sitting under bots there. Here is Angelique. He bounces, but managed to get a first down. And Glip sponsorship decided to do a number 2 on the field. That's an interesting notion there. Michael Angelic passes to Goose Blue Light. Greybuck, another one of the rookies on the team here. Now it's Branson Popo, and oh, he gets stopped. And Angelic does not get past it, and the Sharks are taking over. Rimshot, he gets straight past. Avoids tackles, and finally get tackled. Here is Curtis Van Ball. What will he do? He throws it wild. Oh, he's been so good, but not successful in that one. Here we see Rimshot again. This time he gets stuffed, and the Boulders take over the ball once again. Here is Gordo. Gets a 7-yard. Michael Angelic. It's deflected by Mark. First deflection. Ooh, congratulations. Vincent Rimshot once again. Ooh, now he gets pass. Will he manage to get a first down? Yes, just he falls over the line. Curtis Van Ball, he gets sacked by Greybuck. And that's deflected by Lumpwell. And that's overthrown. And the Boulders take the charge again. If any team is going to make any impact here. Michael Angelique throws. It's deflected by Mark. Greybuck passes Bronson Popo, and he managed to get a first down. But they are very, very far from their scoring zone. Angelique tries to get it, and Brock managed to get a first down. And change. Oh, he gets down 23 yards. And here's Brock again. 9 yards, but they only have 1 yard left to go. Will he manage it? Angelic, yes. First down. Greybock again. Powering through, gets 0 yards. Bronson Popo. He gets stuffed behind the line. And I don't know, Michelangelo, he threw the ball wild. Vincent. Oh, sponsorship there. What did he do? He could have tackled Greybock and give him his little friend a lot more room to run it. I think this game is gonna end with a tie. Strong ways. Last play of the game, and Curtis Van Boer gets a bad throw, and it's out. And we have a tie, 2-2, and it's a very tight game. The Coast Boulders were much more effective on the ground, while the Blackwater Sharks were much more effective in the air. And it's Glib Sponsorship who gets the player of the game with 44 pancakes, 11 tackles on 3 tackles for loss and 1 injury. Gunter Hazardus got it for the Castle Boulders with 63 pancakes. They were doing pancakes galore here, 50 and 48. They had a good offensive line there. Well, time for the 9th game. It's what was I say? The Abandoned against Junkers, whatever those teams are. We'll get to see it. I have to look at whatever the teams are. We'll look here in the lineup for the Abandoned something. William Youngblood, Juan Console, Kelly Lame Fellow, who is a trade-in from some other team. In the line, Paddy System, Archibald Bradley, Carter Pennance, who is a rookie, Gary Potter, and Preston Dusk. I'm also going to at some point look at which players are experience 3. You can't see it here. And try to learn which ones are on each team who's playing, because those are the ones that are actually interesting. In the Junkers, if this Junkers, we have runners Mumpsy Grimm, Umbria Lamford, and Smooth Joan. It's solid, nothing special. Same here. That's a good, decent blocker. In the line, Kristen Preside, Mel Torpor, and Stevie Brastop, all rookies. Sorry about this. Oh. German Smith and Gold Leakage are doing the receiving for Junkers. Let's see how this goes. We have Mumpsy Grimm starting with the ball. Mel Torpor is apparently taking people. Can you stop playing now? Or, yep, thank you. Mumpsy Grimm is going, and he does come nothing. Smooth Joan, about the same. 1 yard. He actually beat him. And there's, oh, stopped immediately. Kelly Lame Fellow is going. My throat is killing me. Need to get something to drink. I'm gonna pause the game for a while. And there we go. Yep, there was some place I was missing there. I had to stop the recording as well. Oh, there is Gary Leakage. Gold Leakage. He is slow as dirt. A snail would be able to run away from him. Here is a nice pass to German Schmitz. He's being chased down by Juan Console. 32-yard receiving there. William Youngblood is injured by Smooth Joan. Mekat Thrift is going in instead, and Lamferty just got a receive for 6 yards. Here is German Schmidt again, and it's a touchdown. That's a decently fast setter there. Kelly Lame Fellow didn't get very far, and there Smith is did deflect that ball, and Gary Potter throws it away. Smooth Joan, no, that doesn't get anything. We still have 1-0, 81 plays left. Ooh, Umbria Lamford somehow managed to get through. With really huge hole there in the line. Leakage, no, not very good. Smooth Joan again Gets stopped for 0 yards. And here is Lamford again, who managed to get through once more. Yes, found some kind of weakness in... I think it's in the abandoned defense. But they don't get it there. And Kelly Lanefellow get a nice run. And that pass is thrown way out. Preston Dusk is running away from his defenders, and he also got a nice block there. Didn't see who was it that did that block. Here's Lanefellow again to Preston Dusk, who is a fast dragon, being chased down by Umbriel Lamford. Finally caught after 45 yards. Is the Bandon gonna be able to score here if they're not throwing the ball away? They have played so well, but last chance. No, they're stopped just before the first yard line. There's the first down again. Smith is running, getting 4 yards. Lamford, oh, it's an I don't know what he was throwing, but that was basically a pass. And there is Mega 350, the substitute coming in and scoring the equalizer. It was a failed attempt there, but the Smooth Joan is getting 2 yards. Laffert looking for a pass, can't find the pass and tries to run it instead, and that is failed. Lanefield is running up the field, dodging, weaving, and then running out of gas for a 16-yard run. Here is Juan Conso running past Jeremy Smith, who is sitting down and taking a break. Preston Dusk is throwing, and it's a touchdown by Mega 350 again. And there's a sack for Archie Bradley. Smooth Joan ran for 1 yard, and here's Laffert again running, getting stopped by Joan. And it's the Jenners again on the... No, it's the Abandoned on the attack. Here is Lanefield up to the 7th yard line. And Lanefellow is once again gonna run the ball, gets 1 yard. Juan Conso running away from Creston Precise and manages to score a 3rd touchdown for the Abandoned, who seems to be dragging away here. Goal leakage is one slow player. I would not play him anymore. Ambria Lamford manages to somehow get through, breaks a tackle there at the last minute and gets another extra 3 yards. Here is Grimm. No, he doesn't get very far, just 1 yard. Joan, on the other hand, can get 3 yards. Here is Lafford, probably one of the better players in the Abandon. Breaks like a gazillion tackles in order to get 11 yards. Grimm to Joan, who managed to avoid the first tackle and gets 15 yards. Joan, oh, what a pass to German Smith, who gets it undercover and managed to equalize it to 3-2, not equalize it, reduce it to 3-2. There it's Dusk, he's getting stopped. And the Abandon is at it again. They're going back and forth. It's very even between these two teams. Seems like one team is about to get the upper hand, and then they're falling down again. Here is Grimm to Schmidt again. Will Conso maybe to tackle him? Yes, on the 4-yard line, and it's a chance for an equalizer here, and Grimm gets it in for an equalizer. 3-3 right now with 32 plays left. There's Lanefellow with 6 yards. Here is Lanefellow again getting a nice pass. 16-yard receiving there. Preston Dusk throws it and it's deflected. Lanefellow get 3 yards. Conso get it to 350 again, but that does not get it enough. Grimm gets stopped in the middle. Smooth Joan passing, and somebody deflected that ball. Laffert does not get it, and here is Lanefield again. The bastard weaving and weaving it through and get a first down. That's a nice pass, I was about to say, but it's deflected by Smith. Potter managed to catch that ball, and Lanefellow is once again managed to get it. But the bastard Lanefellow, maybe not the fastest bastard, but fast enough. actually have 224 yards in this game. That's good. Oh, here is Gary Potter, and he managed to catch it, and it's a touchdown for the abandoned. And they're in the lead with 4-3 with 16 plays remaining. Smoke Joan, no, can't get it. It's last time. And it's a pass to German Smith, who manages to get... Oh, he injured, I think... No, there was... He got a tackle right where there had been an injury before, so I thought it was a new one, but it wasn't. Smooth Joe managed to get a decent 5 yards, and they're stopped right before the first down line. And I think this might be the end for the Junkers. Abandoned seem to have this in the bag. You get a first down there again. Lame fellow throwing, and it's a turnover. Is this the last chance for the... Oh, and for the Junkers, and they throw to Leakage, but they throw to Jeremy Smith, and it's a touchdown. It's 4-4. This game is all nerves back and forth, and here is Gary Potter, who managed to catch that one. Make one Consul catch it, the Goblin. Potter was there covering him and not doing a very good job. Here is Lame Fellow again passing, and it's Preston Dusk, who is running, getting down to the 16-yard line. Can we... Oh, it might be Preston Dusk on the last play. Gets a touchdown, and the abandoned wins by 5-4. But it is German Smith for the Junkers who gets player of the game with 207 receiving yards. Archibald Bradley gets it for the abandoned. They really didn't have any really good offensive player. Kelly Lanefellow, 122 passing yards. It was mostly their defense, I think, who get that win. Yeah. So our next game is against the Roboys against Fright Nights. Let's see what they have to bring. On the Roboys, we have Vera Overthrow. Hope she doesn't do that. Well, I hope the Fright Nights might wish for that. Memory Foam Wisdom. Smoke Taco. That makes me hungry. Is in the running positions for the Roboys. In the line is Grim Pricks, Hog Mexico, and Gorp Rendezvous. And doing the receiving part is Kid Frenzy and Bolero Zoomies. 2 rookies. Frenzy looks nice, but that is a massive lineman. For Bright Nights, in the running lane we have the Avian Thigius Kane, the Bastard Aurelius Moth, and the Bastard Josefina X, or Josefina 10, however you want to pronounce it. And in the line is Code Selfish, Natasha Xenophage, and Slam Egypt. That is, I just think that's a very interesting running line. Barney Danger State and Bobito Streaks is doing the receiving. A demon, and they have 3 bastards on the team. Ooh. Okay, this will be a fun game to watch, hopefully. So we have the Fright Nights starting, and it's Josefina 10X, oh, yeah, with the ball, and they are doing all this very much debuffing part. And Josefina throw the balls backwards, which is not the best way to start. But that's a good throw down to Bobby Streaks. Aurelius Moths doesn't get very far. And next wish throw it the ball. No, she runs straight into the blocking part of the Roboys, and they get stopped. Here is Paco running 3 yards. Overthrow is this night. Josefina 10 is killed. The first kill of the... And it's Vera Overthrow that does it. She basically runs straight over the poor bastard, splattering them. And we have a flat cat. Ooh, okay. Cobalt Toffee is in instead. So, yeah, that's a thing that happened. Okay, let's get back to the game. Try to gather our thoughts. Olerosumi drops the ball. Oh, a kill. Okay. Whew. And there was a fumble there, but Gore Brandevou managed to pick up the fumble, and the Row Boys are still in the driving seat. Here is Kid Frenzy running frantically up the field and getting to the 16-yard line. Memory foam gets 0 yards, and there is another. It's Kid Frenzy again, and it's a touchdown for the Row Boys. And here we have Barney Danger, who Bolerozumi had absolutely no chance of stopping there. And Kid Frenzy is injured. Ooh, by Barney Danger State. This is a high-packed action game. Barney Danger State now get a touchdown. Yeah, I think Frenzy was a bastard. Having a bastard cover a demon is not the best. And we have another injury. Grim Pix is being injured by Code Selfish. And Wisdom is managing 14 yards on a catch there. Oh, Bobbity streaks past it, intercepts it. Ooh, that was a nice interception there. Thaddeus Kane is trying to get through, but only managed 8 yards. But here is Moth getting 3 yards more. Thaddeus Kane is getting sacked by Bolerozumi. Okay, we are doing fast here. A lot of things happening. And that ball is thrown right straight. You should throw to other people, you know. I don't know what they were doing there. They were throwing it very backwards. It was a bad pass, but Cobalt Toffee managed to catch it anyway. And having bastards on your line that is not good tacklers is proving fatal for the Row Boys. There is Thaddeus Kane running through. No! Gore Brandevou deflects the pass in the end zone, but there is a touchdown for the Fright Knights. Here is the Row Boys again. Slam Egypt could not do anything. There is a nice catch by Hog Mexico. And that ball is thrown in front of whoever is covering Bolerozumi there does not do a very good job. That ball is overthrown. Memory foam. No. Last chance for a first down. Taco, yep, to Bolerozumi, who zooms in and scores. Paco sacks Kane. Cobalt Toffee is next in line. Third attempt to try to get it, and it doesn't. Smoke Taco passes, and it's Bolerozumi again. Then the cover of Bolerozumi is failing completely. Wisdom. Does it make it Wisdom? Yes, it does. And it's the Row Boys have taken the lead over two straight touchdowns. But here is Barney Danger Zone again. This time he's brought down. I think he is covered by... Is he covered by Zumi? No, he's not covered by Zumi. Zumi is a linebacker. Ooh. There was a pass to Thaddeus Kane who managed to catch that. Bobby the Streaks catch the ball. Oh, it's almost falls down right in front. And that's a sack by Steel Milkshake. And deflected in the end zone by Corp Rendezvous. And it's overthrown in the end zone, and the Fright Knights can't get it in. And Hog Mexico managed to break one tackle and get 22 yards. Overthrow gets stopped by Toffee. Wisdom gets sacked by Selfish. Smoke Taco manages to get the first down. Ooh, it's a high octane game, this. Memory foam to Sumi, who zooms past, and Bobby T streaks can't tackle for Toffee. But it's brought down by well, whoever that was. But it was another touchdown, and there's another interception, and Memory for Wisdom makes a pick 6, and it's 5-2 to the Rule Boys, who have suddenly pulled away and is on their way of winning this one. Barney Danger State is getting a 1-yard throw there. But Bolero Zumi once again zooming and doing his 3rd touchdown for the game. 6-2 now with 26 plays left. Here is Danger State trying to do something. Doing his best, and he's running away from Gorp Rendezvous. Hog Mexico is catching him, but they are now down to the 16-yard line after a 2-yard run by Mexico. And there we have Bobby the Streaks after there was a sack, but Bobby the Streaks then get a pass, and we're up the other way. Oh, trying to keep up with this is hard. Here is Hog Mexico. Wow, what a pass, and Hog Mexico has no one until Natasha Senofa comes. Here is Baller Azumi again, and it's another touchdown. 7-3 now. That is Kane passes for 6 yards. Aurelius Moth can't find any to pass. Try to run it a little. No, didn't try to run it. Cobalt Toffee gets a break and gets a 1st down. I feel that for the Fright Nights here, there has been the ball out, if you say. Cobalt Toffee can do something. Yeah, he avoids there on a throw, then right into the middle. A full lane. And they are stopped. Here is Smoke Taco to Hog Mexico, who I don't think have much stamina. He gets tired very fast, or who was it that covering him? It's Thaddeus Kane. I think they are giving a right bashing there on the line. No, on the sideline. Memory Foam is sacked by Slam Egypt. And there's another pass to Zumi, who avoids the tackle and gets down to the 7-yard line. Overthrow. Runs this time. Wisdom. Oh, what a play! Completely fools the Fright Night defense and gets in for a touchdown. And we have 8-3, and Alpha Complex Rule Boys completely destroyed District 10 Fright Nights. But the big talk of the game is the kill of Josephina X. Life cut short. We never got to see that part of a career. Might have happened. Well, let's see if the next game can live up to the carnage of the previous game. We have the Lightning against the Outlaws. So we have in the running line Ming Ripplestick, Nicholas Bullrun, Flemish Kennedy. That looks like a interesting run. Nicholas Bullrush seems like a cool player. Flemish is not a very good runner, but a great linebacker. In the line we have Hoots Magic Boone, Rabid Cuddles, and Glendale Flying. Wait, what? A satyr in the line? That is gonna end badly. Oh. Minty rotation, and Testosterone Ma is doing the receiving. For the Outlaws, we have Overt Sunflower, Green Gizzard, and Dorsey Yoko doing the running. And we have Johnny Appetite, Ray Sulfur, and Herda Graduate doing the blocking. And I see bad things happen to Glenda Flying here. In the we have Awful Cams, and he is Hate Blend doing the receiving. They have a massive receiving lines going up against each other here. I do hope that Roma and he is Hate Blend covers each other. That will be a carnage. Okay, let's go. And you see, it is the Lightning. No, it's the Outlaws that starts with the ball. And they have a demon coach here as well. I think it's the Lightning that have the demon coach. Flemish Kennedy buffs and Nicholas Bullrun debuffs and everything. And over the Sunflower doesn't get very far, just 1 yard. Green Gizzard gets sacked by Minty Rotation. And there we have official cams. He gets 5 yards and the ball is turned over. Nicholas Bullrun gets 1 yard. But there we go. It's a rotation who smacks the defender. Flemish Kennedy is injured by He Is Hate Blender. Oh, He Is Hate Blender with a brutality of 123. There's a turnover. Minka Ripstick, the avian, recovers the fumble. Woo, that is a play you don't want to face. Here is Minty Rotation trying to get through, does not get any much, and the Lightning is stopped over Sunflower. Gets He Is Hate Blend is going, and He Is Hate Blend injured. Second player, Glendon Fly-In, is injured. What? Will we have a record for player number of injuries? Have been 2 plays and 2 injuries. Over Sunflower is injured by Rabbit Cuddles. This game is going down history. We have 14 plays and 3 injuries. Wow. Dorsey Yorkle is now running, trying to get it, and gets 1 pass. And he is Maybelline Lightning, who is in. And almost getting sacked. There's a sack. Minty Rotation sacks the ball carrier. And Outlaws does not manage to get it. And the Lightning is on it again. Timothy Frost Loop throws the ball to the side, and the Minty Rotation does not get it. And Green Gizzard for the Outlaws is once again on it. Maybelline Lightning throws and completely fails. Dorsey Yoko is trying to get through, but is stopped in the middle. Bull Run gets a nice run out to the side, and then try to throw the ball and does not get Ming. Nicholas Bull Run again here. Can he get through? No, he's stopped by a tree. You don't want to run into a tree, that hurts. Testeron Ma that can't reach that ball, and Maybelline Lightning is running, gets 8 yards. And official cams drops the ball from that throw, and Bull Run now manages to get a first down, 13 yards. Timothy Frostloop throws the ball to nobody. Ming Ripplestick, and now Frostloop catches the ball instead, and Hood Magibone is injured by Green Gizzard. Calamari Playback is in the line. Here is Minty Rotation, gets a nice catch and is injured while she's doing the touchdown, which is injured by Johnny Appetite. Oh wow. Here is official cams, breaks a tackle and is going down the field very, very slowly, but gets 45 yards. Maybelline Lightning gets stomped in the middle. Dorsey Yoko throws out to awful cams, who once again very, very slowly trundles up the field for 16 yards. Here's 2, He Is Hate Blend, who gets a touchdown. We have 2-1 for the Lightning. Here is Timothy Frostloop again, getting 7 yards. But despite getting a lot of injuries, the Lightning is doing pretty well anyway. And here's Frostloop. The Lightning already have 4 injured players of the starting lineup. But the Ripplestick can't get them his pass through, and it is turned over. Green Gizzard got a nice block from behind there and is going down the field and gets 52 yards. That was Maybelline Lightning here. And it's a touchdown and it's equalized. I have a feeling that the Outlaws might start to run over here due to 4 players of the Lightning getting injured. Hate Blend here haven't done much since the first 14 plays. That ball is overthrown. Awful Cams deflects the pass. And Tessero Mahoney catches it, but it's a little bit too bit too late. Maybelline Lightning throws it, and he is Hate Blend. Catches it again, breaks tackles galore here. And gets 31 yards. Dorsey Joko finds a hole in the defense and gets a couple of yards. Just Lightning again. Last chance for a first down, and they don't get it, so the ball is turned over to the Lightning again. And I don't know why he threw that ball there, but it was way off. Frost Loop getting almost a first down. So Tesseron Mark managed to catch that ball for a 21-yard receive. Bull run to Frost Loop, who gets the first down. And the Lightning, they are continuing to push hard despite all their injuries. We haven't seen an injury in a while now. There are 33 plays left. But Gizzard for the Outlaws have the ball. Gets 0 yards. Maybe the Lightning gets sacked by Genetica. Dorsey Joko got very tired very fast there and throws the ball a little bit too shallow. And the Lightning have the ball again here. Ripple stick. It's deflected by Appetite. And he is Hate Blend. Gets the ball again for 23 yards. Maybelline Lightning is sacked by Ming Ripple stick. Dorsey Joko now trying to get it to Maybelline Lightning, but it's deflected. But here is official Cams again, getting 17 yards. Maybelline Lightning passes it to he is Hate Blend. Will he kill somebody else? He haven't killed anybody. No, but he will injure them. There was Joko for 1 yard. And Gizzard for 0 yards, and Lightning for 0 yards. That was an effective defensive play from the Lightning. Frost Loop throws the ball out of bounds. Ripple Stick gets it to Calamari, who almost gets the first down, but the ball is turned over to the Outlaws. And it was a great calamity in the middle there. Everybody's throwing everything around. Lightning managed to avoid the tackle and gets 20 yards on that run. Joko throwing the ball to he is Hate Blend, and there we have a touchdown for the Outlaws. 2-3. They have turned this game around, mainly due to a lot of injuries. Timothy Frostloop is throwing it to Calamity, who gets a first down, and then Joko is sacked. No, Joko sacks the ball player. Ming drops the ball. Oh, you can't drop the ball when you're down, because that was a third attempt. Maybelline Lightning here. He is Hate Blood, who gets 11 yards. And I think we can say that the Outlaws have won this game. Green Gizzard is getting 15 yards on that run. Maybelline Lightning trying to get through, but only get 2. Someone complains about a paycheck, and there we have touchdown number 4 for the Outlaws, who is gonna win this game. Calamari is getting 21 yards on that throw, and Tessero Mahoney gets a little bit more, but the Outlaws win that game with 2-4. And he is Hate Blender actually didn't get injured. He didn't do much more than the 2 injuries. So player of the game is actually Ming Rimplestick with 80 fan points, 12 tackles, and 4 pass deflections, and a sack, and 121 passing yards. For the Outlaws, player of the game is Johnny Appetite with 59 fan points. And the final game of this first week of the College League is upon us. Havoc against Plague, or whatever the name is called. In Havoc, Sugs galore, Kendo, Bitcoin, and Wesley Shades are making up the runners. 2 Celestials. And 1 Dark Elf. Oh. In the line, Skinny Crust, Hook's Mascot, and Pigster Overhead. And for receiving, we have Ratchet Quip and Agent Fanboy. Over on the Plague, we have Dope Histamine, Hunblood, and Remington Boost for the running. And the line is Tudor Quicks, Tilly Wieners, and Galacticus Tongs. Doing the receiving is Marty Gammon and Kempo Swindle. So let's see how this goes. They are very similar. Here, yeah. So let's see. We have it's the Plagues starting with the ball. And Hunblood, the elf, is running for 4 yards. And then we Dope Histamine, Demon, breaking tackles galore and getting 17 yards on that run. Remington Boost is getting stopped. Hunblood throws to Kempo Swindle, who gets a 23-yard. Receiving, Dope Histamine. They're having real problem stopping him. He gets another first down for 12 yards. Remington Boost this time. And there we are. Oh, what a catch by Marty Gammon. The ball looked like it was way ahead of him, but he managed to stretch out his arm and catch it. There's Sugs galore. Oh, and Wesley Shades drops the ball. That was completely free there, but Ratchet Quip gets the ball this time and runs away from the whole opposing team and gets 33 yards. And Agent Fanboy caught the ball for 9 yards there, and that's a sack by Dope Histamine. Kendo Bitcoin tries to run it on, but doesn't get the first down. Here's Dope Histamine again. Will he run? Yeah, he runs again and runs basically through everybody. And 25-yard run. He is lethal. And there's an interception. Kendo Bitcoin catches the ball. Sugs galore now. To Ratchet Quip, who catches it and gets a 14-yard reception. Kendo Bitcoin gets sacked by Dope Histamine, his second sack of the day. There is Agent Fanboy managed to get a first down. Sugs galore gets sacked by Dope Histamine again. That's a good sacker. And that ball is thrown way south. You're supposed to throw north. Wesley Shades, the Goblin, trying to get through, but managed not. And we're over to the Plagues again. Dope Histamine once again getting a good run. 14 yards this time. He has 4 carries for 68 yards in this game. Remington Boost get a good run this time. And Remington gets a pass there and managed to get another 11 yards for another first down. This time Dope Histamine did not manage to get very far. And Hunblood throws the ball backwards. Probably got scared by someone coming. And Agent Fanboy caught it, but he's not over the first yard line. Second, but there they got the first down. Sugs galore throws the ball to Agent Fanboy, who gets 23 yards. That's a big satcher. Oh, we have an injury. There's Kempo Swindle gets injured by Wesley Shades. And there's another sack by Dope Histamine. That's his 4th sack of the season. And there's an interception. Marty Gammon intercepts the pass. And Hunblood throws it to Remington Boost. And the Plague are dominating this game. Dope Histamine has gotten a little bit tired in the end, it seems. Doesn't run as good. But the Plague are down at the first yard line, and Remington managed to get in, and it's 2-0. Westerly Shades runs for 2 yards. There's something weirdly is injured by Hook's mascot. And Han Blood managed to get through and get 16 yards. Here is the only pointy head came in for was a substitution, came in for a substitution there. Ratchet Queep getting really nice catch on the run and managed to pull away and get 53 yards on that one. That was a nice catch. Sucks galore here when we're hitting half time. Can the Havoc do something? Yep, Ratchet Queep, he managed to get in and 26-yard touchdown. And then he gets on and get a sack as well. He woken up. Han Blood can't catch that ball, and it's over to the Havoc again, who seems to have found their stride here in the beginning of the second half. Agent Fanboy is really close, gets the first yard line, and Agent Fanboy, no, Westerly Shades managed to get in, and it's a touchdown, and it's equalized. What a game. Handball threw the ball, and now there's a first down from Remington Boost. Blood throws it to Marty Gammon, who runs up the sideline and gets a 34-yard run. No, not a 34-yard pass. Tioni, two two-door quicks again, who is now on the 8-yard line. Han Blood gets stopped. Doesn't get any more, but here is Remington Boost, who gets 4 yards, and they're very close now to getting another touchdown. There it is. Marty Gammon scores a touchdown for the Plague, and they have taken the lead once again, and there's another sack by Remington Boost. Marty Gammon deflects that pass, and there's another deflection by Agent Fanboy, and another deflection by Sux Galore. Tudor Quicks fumbles the ball, but he only point ahead, picks it up and advances it 19 yards. Han Blood throws it, and the Plague is heading for the touchdown zone once again. But they don't manage it. They're stopped. Good goal line defense there by the Havocs, who tried now to turn this into something. Nice catch by Ratchet Queed, who breaks tackles and gets 34 yards. Do they have a tree receiver? They have a tree receiver. Oh, okay, that's no. There's a tree cover. He playing cover the tree. Here we have Marty Gamma managed to get a 28-yard receiving, and then Tudor Quicks gets a 8-yard touchdown, and it's 2-4 for the Plague, who have taken the lead once again. And the tree is not making a very good cover there. Don't know why they have the tree for covering. Westerly Shades, Galacticus Tongues is Indian by Westerly Shades. Don't know how they did that, but Westerly Shades have a high brutality. There's a lot of high brutality players in this college here. Remington Boost ran it for 4 yards, and we are only 9 plays. I can now say that the Plague has won this game. I don't see any way that Havoc can come back, especially when Dope Histamine gets his 6th sack of the season, of the game as well. Kendo Bitcoin managed to get a 12-yard run, but it's a little too little. Han Blood, the elf, ran for 19 yards, and Remington Boost passes to Pointy Head, who breaks tackles and gets a 25-yard receiving. And here is, again, there was a lot of things happening there. Here's Han Blood, and the last play of the season, of the game, of the week, gets, so it's New Vegas Plague 4, Arkham Havoc 2. Dope Histamine gets player of the of the game for with 6 sacks. That's good. And Ratchet Queep gets 34 fan points as the best player of Havoc. And this week's news, a lot of players improve and some players get good. I'm not gonna read all this. You can check it out yourself if you feel like it. Poon Tropgong is not a very good player. And Donny Tix gets injured. And here are this week's top performers. We have German Smeets with 4 pass deflections. Sackers for loss is Dog Corporation with 3 sacks. The one we just watched here is Dope Histamine with 6. Interception, Wells Fargo with 3. And tackles is Spoonson Maple with 21. And defensive player of the week is Dog Corporation from the Silent Hill Spectres with 66 fan points. For pancakes is Tilly Wieners with 69 pancakes. Receiving yards is Bolero Zumi from Alpha Complex Rubers with 328. There's a bastard to look out for. Rush yards is High Conquest from Iron Forge University, another bastard. And throwing the ball, the best this week is Leprechaun Manila or Bandits for 281 yards. And total yards is Bolero Zumi with 328. But taking the offensive fan player of the week is Smoke Taco with 51, I think. But player of the week in total is Wells Fargo with 99. Those interceptions really paying off. So here we have the lineup for week 2. You can pause the game and look at the game if you want to. This one might be a good one. There's a couple of good ones here, I think. We haven't come very far in order to say anything or not. But next video will be a complete with all 12 games. And that's it for this one. And have a nice day and hope to see you next time.